North Carolina lawmakers are deciding who should be responsible for immigration enforcement, state or federal agents. Advocates for the immigrant community say a similar law giving the power to state law enforcement in Florida is already harming North Carolina families. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie joins us live from the legislative building with their stories. Laura?
Yeah, women from immigrant families in North Carolina were telling their stories today. They said their husbands, who were construction workers, were detained in Florida under the new state law that was just enacted there. And they say the same thing would happen here if a similar bill that just passed the state Senate yesterday becomes law here. But legislative leaders here, Republican leaders, say they're backing it. Cynthia Bautista says her husband, Juan Rojas, was traveling with coworkers coming home to North Carolina from a job site in Florida. Under the new law there, she says they were pulled over on false pretenses by Florida State Police, and all 5 men were handed over to federal immigration agents. They're being detained in what she says are horrific conditions.
My husband has no criminal record and has never broken any laws.
Both Bautista and her husband were brought here from Mexico as children. She has DACA protection, and the couple's 4 sons are all U.S. citizens. She says she's not sure they'll ever see her husband again.
No somos gente mala. What I ask is for compassion. We are human beings. We are not criminals. We are not bad people.
Lo único que estamos haciendo es proveer un futuro mejor para nuestros hijos.
The only thing that we are doing is providing a better future for our children.
A bill that passed the state Senate Tuesday would give immigration enforcement duties to state agencies and law enforcement in North Carolina, too. Kelly Morales with Siembra NC said that could lead to the same scenario here.
And what they want us to believe is that they are going after criminals. And what we're actually seeing is that it is families that are being separated, and that is the impact without discrimination of who has a criminal record.
The measure now goes to the state House. House Speaker Destin Hall said he hasn't read the bill yet, but he agrees with the idea.
We don't have a border, we don't have a country. And I think that anything that we can do to help our federal law enforcement partners deal with illegal immigration, we should do that.
Now, Hall said he's also working on another bill to crack down on sheriffs that he says are still not cooperating with federal immigration officials, despite a state law that requires them to. Either of those proposals could be on the House floor as soon as next week. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.